Hello dear Scorpio, welcome to your love reading. I hope you're doing great. So let's check out what it is about love here for you. And we're going to look into your energies, their energies. One, the energy that is working towards the connection and one that's working towards the separation. Whoop. Okay. So let's have a look at it. Six of Wands on your part, Three of Wands at theirs, the Moon and the connection, and the Nine of Wands and the separation. And then we have the Justice attached to you, the Six of Wands and the connection, in the center of the connection, and the Page of Wands in the attached to them. Sorry, I'm a little bit distracted. Okay, so what do we have here? It's lots of fire. Lots of fire energy. You're kind of in the center of this connection, and maybe you're pulling a little bit towards yourself here. Or just kind of, you know, centering your issues, or maybe your issues just are at the center or at the core of the connection at the moment. Maybe it's just kind of a little bit more about you. But yeah, they seem to be willing to be in this with you, definitely, as all the wands are on their side as well. Just take care of not overburdening them with this. So you seem to be seeking some balance and some justice here. Things come to a certain configuration where they need to be, or how they need to be. Yeah, the whole overburdening, and it's looking at you here, the separation card. Just once again, kind of this feeling of not, you know, don't add up more and more. There's just so much that you can request. That's the card before the Ten of Wands, so before this really, yeah, burdening situation. Because, yeah, they're willing, they're curious and explorative here about that situation, kind of willing to look at the issue here with the wands. So something about what you want to create, possibly. But yeah, kind of dragging your issue to the forefront, and they say, yes, okay, let's have a look at it. They may be even inspired by your energy here, and want to see where this can go with the Three of Wands. But I feel this little bit of coldness from your side, as the Justice is attached to you. It's really cool-headed. And in all of that, there's so little emotion, right? It's kind of so much about the everyday stuff. But the Moon and the connection, that's a very emotional card, Pisces energy. So even if you have tricky, emotional situations, even if it's kind of tricky emotionally, it's still in the beneficial connection, in a kind of benefiting the connection instead of being in its way. Or even the more dark parts, the less illuminated parts, things that where you would think, oh, maybe that's too much for the connection and it won't carry it through. It's kind of, the moon here is telling me that it's still doable and manageable, and there's nothing really too heavy to weigh this connection down. But it's also not much of this weightless love in the air here, right? It's really just kind of about your task here. So if you're seeking, with the justice also seeking energy, this cool-headed seeking energy, and you really want to achieve something, like this Six of Wands is kind of, the stuff is packed, you're on your way, you're not alone, you know what you're doing, and you can even kind of justify it because they're more than just you. Like it's you're part of something bigger than just your own pursuit here, and maybe they are just also part of this group. Or if not, then they at least understand the importance of what you are doing here. It's kind of Scorpio on the way to conquer something. But yeah. Kind of a weird triangle here with this Nine of Wands looking back at you here, because it looks like it's all leading and it's working together, and maybe they even have a key position in all of that. They might have like some view, as if they can look just a little bit further and know kind of, it's telling me that it's important to listen to what they have to say at this point, and to understand their point of view and their perspective. Take that into consideration instead of guarding yourself off of that. Maybe it is somehow contradicting to what you think, or your view, where it adds something that you have not considered or you don't want to consider, but it maybe makes sense to consider, and not to build this wall here with the exact same material that actually this whole connection and your both energies is made up of. And that's how it looks. I'm not standing in the way of it all. I mean, the moon is also diving deep into your own subconscious, looking at your dreams, looking at kind of unusual feelings that might come up, and giving it more attention than before. This could also benefit the connection, just kind of not staying at the same spot, because it's all moving. Yeah, I don't see much of this kind of traditional holding on. It's definitely something in change, and they're kind of on your side, but only as long as you take them with you and consider their perspective. otherwise this can turn again, like around, and just instead of having a situation that is then later on in retrospective a situation where you can draw from like energy, because you know you've mastered something, you know, like that's important to do, to establish those kind of memories for the retrospection later on, instead of creating something that then in the retrospective is like, when you look back at it, it's not a good experience for the connection. Yeah, I get really the strong feeling that it's your mission here that is so strong. Okay, Scorpio, that's it for now. I hope you have a great time for all of this. I'm sending you love as always, and I hope you tune back in. Bye bye for now.